So I had my hysteroscopy this morning. I think I was more nervous about how painful it would be. There were a few women back there that were also getting the same procedure. And I noticed like when the women were getting rolled back into recovery, the nurses would ask them to rate their pain level. Sorry. And multiple women said like above a 5. So one woman said out of 10 it was a 7, and another one said it was a 9. So I was like scared I wouldn't go to sleep and that it would be super painful. But when I woke up, my pain level was a 0, and I actually was like, did they even find anything in there? And the nurse went and asked the doctor, and yeah, they found polyps and removed them. So I'm not sure why I had 0 pain, but like I didn't need any pain while I was still in the surgery center, and then even since I've been home, I didn't need any pain medicine. And yeah, like one woman got 2 doses of fentanyl, so I was like, this is gonna be super painful. But it wasn't. So yeah, we're in the middle of the COVID-19 crisis. My doctor still did the procedure, which I'm glad about. And we'll just see what happens next. All right, so I had my follow-up with my doctor yesterday, and I'm on my way to the clinic to get blood work done. I guess one of the tests came back elevated, and she doesn't believe that it's actually elevated. So I'm having it done in a fasted state. So it's like 7:45 on my way in. And I'm gonna get added to the May stimming group at my clinic. So we'll start like all the stimulating medicine and all that stuff next month. It's currently April. But yeah, that's exciting. All right, so I'm gonna do a quick update on my IVF journey. So I had been prescribed Metformin after at my follow-up appointment after my hysteroscopy and polypectomy. So I was prescribed Metformin. I was planned to start stimulations in May. Yeah, so I think I would have been on Metformin for a month and then started stimulations in May, but because of COVID-19 and everything, everything got pushed back. So let's just go over how Metformin is. So previously at the other doctor that I went to at an OBGYN, she told me that I was, she diagnosed me with PCOS. And this new doctor said that I don't have PCOS. I have polycystic ovaries, which means that I have a lot of follicles in my ovaries. At least that's how I understood it. But I don't have the I guess what makes it PCOS, like the androgens and like the male hormones and stuff like that. So I don't have that side. And I guess my infertility comes more from having polyps. And so she did mention, or the RE mentioned, how the early miscarriage that I had in October most likely stemmed from that, because I had multiple polyps, and then that's why I had a polypectomy. But anyway, so the Metformin is, from my understanding, to regulate my sugar in my blood. It's like a medicine that diabetics take. And so for 7 days, I was told to take 1 500 milligram pill. And then after that to take 2 500 milligram pills until the bottle's empty. And I think I have to go get more blood work, and then they'll either refill my prescription or we'll move on from there. The Metformin is probably the worst medication I've ever taken in my life. So like the first day, like I don't normally take medications. And so I think I just assumed that it would be fine, like whatever, I'll take it, and like who thinks of side effects? I didn't. So I probably should have. So I took it like at work, one morning. Like I ate, took the pill, and then like maybe like 30 minutes later, I'm like, I can't think straight. Like, and like my job is fast paced. So I have to remember stuff. I have to get back with associates about things that they asked me about. Like I can't even keep track. Like I don't even know what's going on right now. And I just felt like foggy, like I couldn't pay attention. And so like I kept taking it, and then I told my mom about it, and she's like, why don't you take it at night? I'm like, duh, why didn't I think about that? So I started taking it at night. And so then like she prescribed, I took the one for 7 days. On the 8th day I started taking, or maybe on the 7th day, whatever, I started taking 2. And I would wake up every morning with a headache, and I already get headaches or migraines, and so I'm like, I don't want this to like induce a migraine. So like for me, headaches and migraines are like completely different. Like a headache, I can go like whatever, like mild little headache, I can take it all day. A migraine, I'm like done. I feel like I need to throw up. I can't like open my eyes. Everything is bad. So I didn't want that to happen. So I messaged my doctor's office, and they were like, oh, well, you're supposed to be taking it twice daily. And so I read it as 2 a day, not twice daily. So I wasn't separating them. I was taking 2 at night right before bed. So that day I separated them. I took 1 in the morning, 1 like afternoon or mid-afternoon. Sick the entire day. Like I felt like I had a hangover, needed to throw up, had a headache, was just like sick to my stomach. Like I could not move. I could not do anything. So the next night I just started taking them at night again. And I also noticed like if I sleep long enough, it's like the headache wears off before I wake up. And I guess I just don't notice that I even had a headache. So I started doing that. So on top of the metformin, I was prescribed vitamin D. I think I take like 50,000 IUs, international units, a week, which is 1 pill, and then 2,000 international units every day. And so if I get a refill, they still need to take like blood work prior to doing that. So yeah, that's how it's been going with the metformin and like the prescriptions. I was supposed to start stimulations in May, which would be in a few days, or like maybe in a few weeks in May next month. But things got postponed again due to COVID-19. I'm not sure if my RE is waiting to see if there are any effects of COVID-19 on the early or first trimester, or if there's some other reason why, and I'm not really concerned. Like if you think that we should wait, then fine. Because when I think it's the ASRM was saying or suggesting people wait, I pointed that out to her and she agreed, like, yeah, it's just a suggestion. If you don't want to, we don't have to. If you want to move forward, then I'm okay with moving forward, and I wanted to move forward. But if she's saying no, I'm like, okay, we'll wait. Like not in any rush, especially like not if like she has any reason why she wants to hold off, then I feel like I trust her enough to make that decision. So that is my update. Today is April 26th, 2020. We'll see what happens next. All right, so this is everything that I take daily prior to starting my injections. So once a day, I'll take a baby aspirin. And at first I didn't really know what the difference was between adult aspirin and baby aspirin. I thought it was a chewable. But the difference is pretty much the dosage. So 81 milligrams of baby aspirin, or of aspirin. I take estradiol or something. And that is a tiny blue pill like this. And I take 2 of these a day. Or, yeah, 2 of these a day. 1 twice a day. And the baby aspirin's super tiny also. And this is 1 a day. And that's what it looks like. Super tiny. I've been taking metformin. Side effects. So I take one metformin twice a day. This is what they look like. So at first, initially I thought that the metformin was giving me headaches. I get headaches a lot. I even get migraines. And I thought, and for a long time I hadn't gotten any. And so I thought like I was good, like no headaches. And then I started taking the metformin and my headaches came back, but they were worse. They were like, they're different than normal headaches. It was like right behind my eye. And so, initially I was just like, whatever, I have to stick it out. I was taking one a day and I would take it at night. Cause like, okay, whatever side effects will just hit me while I'm asleep. And then I was upped to one twice a day, so 2 a day. And so I had to take like one in the morning, one at night, or one earlier in the day, one later in the day. And I noticed that when I drink Starbucks, and I used to drink Starbucks every day, a white chocolate mocha, iced white chocolate mocha, or an iced coffee, every single day. And that's when I would get that really bad headache. And so I Googled and it said that metformin and caffeine, or like metformin can make the side effects of caffeine more extreme. And so I never really had any side effects of caffeine, but I think taking the metformin just made me have side effects. Also, it can mess your stomach up. Like you have to use the bathroom. TMI, but yeah. And then I'm on Ubiquinol or Ubiquinone CoQ10. And I have to take 600 milligrams of that a day. I haven't had any side effects from this. I just take it. But they come in like 200 milligram pills. So I take 3 of these a day. They're huge. And a prenatal. So, I take a prenatal a day, but 1 serving of this prenatal is 3 tablets. So I take 3 tablets a day. And this is what these look like. And no real side effects. I feel like my nails grow, I don't know. I don't know if they're growing more or what. It's also quarantine, so I'm not getting my nails done. So maybe that's why, who knows. And then my reproductive endocrinologist put me on vitamin D. She likes to see your vitamin D levels at a certain range, and mine were below that. So initially she had me on 50,000 IU once a week for 4 weeks, along with 2,000 IU daily on top of the day that I also take the 50,000 IUs. So now I just take 3 of these a day still, just because vitamin D is good for you. And this is what they look like. Super tiny. So the only big pills are the CoQ10 and the prenatal. I'm trying to think, what else have I been doing? I think that's pretty much it. And then I will come back and let you guys know how my baseline went and when I start injections. Crazy.